Charlie Austin has done well for QPR. Is he a long way away from playing for England?
I think he's got to do it over a season first. Grant Holt did it over a season, still didn't get the call. It annoys me to this day that didn't happen. No bias there. Ricky Lambert did it over a season, got the call. Jay Rodriguez did it over a season, would have probably gone to the World Cup if he hadn't have got injured. We have to see Austin do it for a whole season and score 10 to 15
Well, will you
goals.
have to see Austin do it somewhere else apart from QPR?
I don't see why not. I think for too long you get guys who get picked because they're in top six sides, and I think they need to look outside of that.
Or they don't play in the top six sides and still play for England.
Well, yeah.
It happens quite a lot.
Absolutely. I think if Charlie's scored 10 goals to 15 goals a season, it doesn't matter who he's playing for in the Premier League, he should be getting that call. And actually, you can argue that scoring 15 goals for QPR that might keep them up, or 12 goals for QPR that might keep them up, is so much harder and so much more precious than scoring, say, 15 to 20 goals in a side like Chelsea, Man City, where he's getting so many more regular chances and shooting opportunities in sides that are dominating games. But each goal is so much more proportionately valuable to QPR.
True, but does the fact that Zamora's not there highlight his weaknesses?
Yes.
And he's going to have big weaknesses because he's not been the same player without Zamora.
It's true, yeah. I mean, I think going back to Charlie Austin playing for England, I do think that the England setup now calls out. They're calling up form players. You know, Berahino's had a shout in, and you know, if you're a striker scoring goals, I don't see why you can't be playing for England. Really, you know. And
I mean, I'd love that personally if he got called up for England.
I'm sure we've discussed this before, but how on earth was Ricky Lambert called up for the last squad ahead of Charlie Austin? Roy Hodgson promised that he was only going to call up players that were in form, playing for their clubs week in, week out. Ricky Lambert's only just come back in the team because Mario Balotelli's gone. Yeah, he's gone. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something, and it's not good.
Fireworks.
Fireworks, quite literally.
Women.
Well, less said about that, the better. But no, Charlie.
He's probably tweeting away as we speak.
Yeah, definitely more. And Instagram, that's where he does his damage. No, Charlie Austin, he's just proven time and time again in the Championship and even now in the Premier League, give him service and he will score. One real good chance against Chelsea. And it wasn't actually a really good chance. He just turned it into a goal. The guy is quality. Give him service.
And Man City as well.
That Chelsea game, and I was one who questioned, can he do it on his own? That Chelsea game showed that as a lone striker, he is still capable of posing a real threat. He was dealing with John Terry, who, as much as you probably don't like him,
I agree.
you've got to respect him as a player. And he fronted up.
Should have played in the World Cup.
But he didn't have Bobby. Because that's where, actually, if you're honest, you'd have wanted Bobby to sort of sort JT out so that Austin can do everything else on the other side of it. And he was on his own against Cahill and Terry, and he more than stood his own. And I think that was the day he earned from both journalists, fans, players, a huge amount of respect in really showing on the biggest stage that he can do it on his own. Because football these days, with the trend for attacking midfielders and 4-2-3-1, is increasingly becoming a game of one striker rather than two. So to be able to do it up there on your own is really important, and he showed that he can do that.
I think he was under a lot of pressure at the start of the season as well, because you know he wasn't scoring at the start of the season, and he's proven that he can deal with big pressure as well. And I think, you know, as an international, you know, you need to know that your players are going to perform under pressure. Yeah. And he stepped up to the plate, you know, against City as well. Yeah. He stepped up to the plate. I know it's a disallowed goal, but you know the way he put that away.
There's not many options for Roy up front, is there? If you take Rooney out of the equation and Sturridge injured.
Yep, Sturridge needs to come back. I genuinely think that if you could have Welbeck, Sturridge, Charlie Austin, and Wayne Rooney, that could be something. That really could. And not because of those three, just Charlie. He could really bring something that England haven't had in a long time. He's not the...
But would he be better with better players?
I think so.
Has he reached his peak yet?
I don't think he has. I think he's only going to get better.
For QPR, though?
Well, he's only had He's only had half a season of Premier League football. Most players
won't teams come out and look for him like a Tottenham or another club go?
They could well do, yeah. But you're asking me,
Tottenham or Liverpool?
You're asking me, will he get better as an individual?
Well, will he get better?
Yes.
Okay, will he get better as an individual at QPR?
Well, it depends how
playing
long
with the players that he's playing against, or will he? From a career point of view, if he scores 15, 20 goals, someone like Liverpool or Tottenham will go sniffing round in January or certainly in the summer. Yeah. Does he then need to go up to the next level to play for those clubs?
I think if he was to go to Liverpool, that's the kind of place where he would get first-team football, because at the moment, they need a goal scorer. Because at the moment, Ricky Lambert, OK, he can try and do a job for them, he'll get a couple of goals. But other than that, they've got nothing. Mario Balotelli, I'm pretty sure I would score more Premier League goals than Mario Balotelli.
He's not offering anything.
You're pretty sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe at Christmas we should try that out. Maybe put some goals up in it.
Harry, if you're watching, please.